Hi guys, Pete Mazaris, the home inspector mentor, here to talk to you about my top mistakes I made starting out as a new home inspector. I think mistake number one was uh, becoming a franchisee for a home inspection franchise business, which gave me the training, reporting form materials, software, and marketing, as well as educational support for, I think it was $15,000 or $20,000 20 years ago. Problem was is that when I first started out, I wasn't doing a whole lot of business for a couple years, certainly not enough to make a living on, and I still had to pay a monthly fee that was onerous, in my opinion, at the time. So I realized that I could have gotten all those things independently for a fraction of that price, and still performed in the marketplace at the level that I was performing at. So that would be the number one. Number two would probably be quitting my day job when I became certified and trained, because I hated my day job, but it still paid the bills. And I thought I had to quit it because I thought realtors and clients wanted to do their home inspections during the working day, which is not really the case, because most people who can afford to buy a house have to have a job, and they don't really want to leave their job or take vacation time during the day to attend their home inspections. So when I went back to full-time work and doing inspections part-time, I realized that it really wasn't that big of a deal to do inspections after work and on the weekends. And so I did that for a long time that way. So quitting the day job put me behind financially, so should have never done that. The next mistake that I made was that I didn't really realize that in my area, at least half of the realtors or half of the brokerage offices in my local area required their realtors, if they were going to refer any home inspectors, that they be only ASHI certified home inspectors, which, just starting out, no inspector is going to be ASHI certified, because you have to get up to 250 home inspections done, which takes a while. And so that limited my ability to market to the realtor offices, because they'd always ask, "Oh, are you ASHI certified?" And I'd be like, "Oh, well, no, not yet. I'm this, that, and the other." And of course, they wouldn't refer me. So that was a big miss on my part starting out. Offering a home warranty with my home inspections for free as a gimmick. Not a good idea, in my opinion, because when I did have a client want to execute the home warranty for something, and that home warranty company denied it on some technicality, and they obviously complained to me, and I said I can't do anything about it, and then they complained to their realtor, and that promptly ruined my relationship with that realtor, who had become a pretty good referral source at that point in time. And so, mistake. I stopped offering that gimmick at that point, go forward. Another mistake was paying for advertising. Back in the day, it was anything from the Yellow Pages to the Better Business Bureau to other print advertising, and none of it ever paid off. Big waste of time. I don't think home inspectors need to pay for advertising, in my opinion. Another mistake I made early on would have been using my outdoor gorilla ladder for indoor inspection work, such as accessing the attic, or having to measure something on the ceiling to see if it's wet. And the gorilla ladder is a big, heavy ladder, and bringing that thing up and down a client's, or a seller's house and not damaging anything, during that process was quite tricky. And let me tell you, were a few times where I bumped the walls and made a mark. And so I figured out that, I can have an indoor ladder also and put in my vehicle very easily and bring to the inside inspection, which is simply a 5-foot fiberglass step ladder, which allowed me to access interior attics and ceilings and even, believe it or not, don't tell anybody, but I can climb out a bedroom window onto the roof with that little ladder and get up even higher on the roof. So, don't try that at home, but that's what I did. So, little fiberglass 5-foot ladder, very handy in those situations. Let's see here. Early on I bought a CO detector and a combustible gas detector. I thought I needed those things. Of course, we all know that you can do a home inspection with a flashlight, a screwdriver, and a circuit tester, but I wanted some more things to beef up my ability to do home inspections, and CO detector and combustible gas detector basically stayed in the bag most of the time. CO detector for backdrafting furnaces and hot water tanks. You can determine that on your own without that instrumentation 99% of the time. The other 1% of the time, way outside the scope of a home inspection. And then a combustible gas detector. The only thing I, would do with that is if I smelled gas, then I'd take it out to trace where the exact gas leak was coming from, so I could put that in the report, which is really over and beyond, because if you smell gas in the basement, you're gonna say, hey, smelling gas in the furnace room, recommend plumber or HVAC person, investigate further. Incorrect. Safety concern, right? So could have saved some money on those things. And then let's see here. Yes, finally, when I was doing the Reorder discount cards, which I think are very effective, low-cost marketing for home inspectors, I forgot to put a expiration date on a couple of the releases that I did, and believe it or not, some of the non-busy realtors kept those cards for years. And as I started getting busier and busier, I didn't need to give, discounted inspections anymore, because, I'm full-time home inspector, busy, booking out 7 days. Why would I give anybody a discount? But lo and behold, every once in a while, a client would pull out one of those old yellow discount cards, and I'd go, you gotta be kidding me. Where on earth did you get that? And of course, there was no expiration date on it, so I had to honor it. So, word to the wise, put an expiration date on your discount card. So anyway, guys, hope that helps. Some mistakes, and I've made probably more than anybody in the industry, I would imagine. Otherwise, guys, hope you have a great New Year's 2023.